Well, welcome guys. So we're going to create this isometric text, and we're going to start up by first of all setting up the text, writing these typography words, choosing the fonts, giving them the colors, and then we will apply the isometric rotation from the 3D rotations up here in 3D materials, 3D classic, and then rotate, which will help us set up these isometric angles that you see here. And then we will also create the blend to create the 3D gradient depth that you see from white going to black. And from orange to yellow, we'll create this depth. And finally, we'll repeat and apply the variations to others. Basically, I'll create one and then repeat the process and apply it to others as well. All right, welcome to this channel and let's begin. All right, let's move on to the first step. Let's add the text. I'm going to write two things. First, the name of my channel. And for the moment, let's make it white. And now I'm going to choose the font, this one, Azo Sans. I'm going to keep it to bold. Let's make it bigger. Let's change its color to this orange. And now I'm going to make a copy and I'm going to change the text and I'm going to write isometric and I'm going to change its color to white. I would say somewhat the shade of gray. I'm going to keep a copy of both of these just in case we need it. And now let's get to the basic work of making it isometric. But I want to increase its size a little bit. I'm going to add and write isometric text. And I also want to match it a little bit here. Now they are similar. And I'm also going to change its color a little bit further. And I'm going to change this one. Select this, go up here in effects, come down in 3D materials, 3D classic, and then rotate. And from off axis front, I'm going to choose isometric top. I'm going to press OK. I'm going to move this out of the way and keep it here, and I can make it even bigger and let it occupy the space, and I'll give it this 180, or maybe let's make it 2, and I'll make it 200. And I'm gonna align it. Once this is placed here, I'm gonna select this, press Ctrl C and then Ctrl F to paste it in front. And if you see it here in the layers on the right hand side, you can see there are two copies of this text. I'm going to take the bottom one. I'm going to make a copy of it. Once again, I'm going to paste it in the back. I'm going to go here. I'm going to select and go in the appearance panel and in the FX and in distort and transform and transform. I'm going to move it downwards vertically. Let's see. I'm going to put a value of 100 pixels. We can increase it and make it to 200 like so. Now I'm going to press OK, and I'm also going to change its color. I'm going to make it to this yellow shade. I'm going to press OK. I'm going to go here in the layers. I'm going to take this both isometric text and I'm going to go up here in the objects and I'm going to come down here in the blend. I'm going to go into blend options. And I'm going to make it to 100 specified steps. I'm going to press OK, but we need to apply it. Go back in the object, blend and make. And there you have it. It gives it this nice gradient 3D feel to it. And it's also isometric. And I'm going to work on this one. I'm going to take the isometric text. And also I'm going to increase its size to 200. And I'm going to go in the appearance panel. I'm going to go here in the FX, 3D and materials. 3D classic, rotate. Again, I'm gonna make it to isometric left. I'm gonna press OK. And now I'm gonna bring it and I'm gonna keep it here right on top. I'm gonna go in the layers to make sure that I don't mess it up. I'm gonna select this one. I'm gonna make a copy of it, Ctrl C. I'm gonna paste it in back, Ctrl B. So we have two copies now. I'm gonna take this bottom one. I'm gonna again copy it and I'm gonna paste it in the back, so we have three copies. Although we can make it do in two copies, but I'm keeping one extra just in case you want to make some variation, both in case of this text and also in case of this text. So here you can see we have the blend and we have this copy on top, and I'm going to do the same, create a blend and keep a copy on top. So just make sure I have these two copies, and this one is the one that is here. So I'm going to lock it so that I don't use it or move it or delete it accidentally. I'm going to do the same for this one since these are extra copies. Now we have three copies. I'm going to take the bottom one. I'm going to move it this way along this angle. I'm going to go in the appearance panel, FX, distort and transform, and transform. I'm gonna move it by 100 and see how it's going. I'm gonna bring it here so we can see in full what's really happening. Let's make it 200. And now I'm gonna move it on the vertical to bring it to the kind of effect that we want it to have. Since we want, if we take this corner, we want it to go in this direction. So I'm pushing it upwards so that it looks it's going in this direction. And this is all eyeballing. There is no perfect one single rule. I'm gonna keep it somewhere in the half and I'm gonna make it 100. And if you want, you can increase it much further to 300. And again, kind of eyeball it and kind of keep it here. And now again, I'm gonna go and select this text that's on the bottom. I'm gonna double click on it. I'm gonna take the word isometric and make it a little bit darker. I'm gonna take the word text and make it even darker. I'm gonna press OK and see what's the result. Okay, so as we can see, it has changed the color of this one. So I'm gonna press undo. I'm gonna lock these all. This happens sometimes when the layers are overlapping one another. So if I take this one now and click on it and change the color, let's see, hopefully it will change the color of the text that it's the back. And I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna choose and make it much darker even further. So there we have it. Now two dark texts. I'm gonna unlock the one that's on the top. I'm gonna select these both. Again, as you can see, it has created a nice isometric dark color. And since it's going outside the artboard, I can either change the size of the artboard or I can make it smaller. I'm gonna increase the size of the artboard. I'm gonna go here, hold it and make it a little bit bigger and kind of slightly push it in like so. And it's done. I now need to take the rectangle that is at the back and I'm gonna place it here and I'm gonna increase it from here. I'm gonna press Ctrl 0 and now we have it placed well inside the text we have created. And I'm gonna lock this background. Finally, I'm gonna take this text, unlock it, the one that is on the top, and I can give it a stroke, a black stroke, or maybe in fact a white stroke to it. And I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker so that it's nicely visible. And I'm gonna do the same for this text. I'm gonna go here and I need to add this here and I'm gonna try a lighter value. So somewhere in between here, I'm gonna make it thicker so that it's nicely visible. I'm gonna make it brighter, picking white, picking black, or maybe just picked a nice yellow. And in this way, you can make isometric text and give it the style that you want. And now I'm gonna take this one again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the word text and make it to 200. I'm gonna go here in the appearance, effects, 3D materials, 3D classic, rotate. And I am going to place it with the isometric bottom. I'm going to press OK and I'm going to place it here like this. I'm going to select them all, slightly move in and use this one just as a reference point. And you can make it this one 3D as well. And I'm going to not do this whole thing right in front of you. I'm going to just show you the final result. And in this way, you can make it look isometric just the way you want. You can increase or reduce the value just as it pleases. For instance, if you feel like that it's not symmetric, since this is a lot longer and this is smaller, you can match it here. Let me select the sloppy to rocky blend, this one here. And inside this blend, I'm going to select this, the text that is on the bottom, the yellow. And I'm going to change its transform. And I'm gonna make it to, let's say, just 50, and it becomes a lot smaller now. I'm gonna press OK, and I can go back here in the layers and make sure that I select the isometric text that I placed on the bottom. I can group it together and then move it and keep it here. There are so many options that you can choose from. Thank you so much for your time. I'll be back soon.